Okay, we're going to get things set up here. Sitting at the Grand Canyon Airport, be doing a short flight down to Flagstaff and fly the runway 21 ILS. See if we can make it work right. We got brakes off. Already have set things up with the lights on. Got my taxi clearance from the Grand Canyon ground. Come out here and tell Tower that we're ready to go on 21. Weather's pretty sketchy today. According to the weather, it's 24 knot headwind from 200 degrees and 30 plus knot gusts. So it's going to be a little bouncy here. Okay, say Grand Canyon Tower, Vision Jet 734 Romeo Sierra is holding short runway 21. And we're getting our clearance here. Okay, let's get some flaps into the mix. Our altimeter is set, and we got nobody on final. Everything's in the green. I see 21. Putting the power in. A little bit of a crosswind here. Feed in some aileron. Okay. Up, up, and away. Gear up. And we got flaps up. Turn on course. Oh, kick on the autopilot. And that down here. And we're going to have the nav on, like so. See if I can get the autopilot to start a climb. And flight level change. And might as well set my heading for what we realize we're going to need at Flagstaff. Let's see if I can reach out and change my Okay, climbing to 11,000. One hassle is that this mouse is so large it's hard to put the hand over what you want to change. So it's kind of a combination of knowing where to reach for the hardware that we have versus trying to get the mouse to click on the knob you want it to click on. This little iPad thing here really knocks out the frame rate if you start using it, so I usually just put it off to the side somewhere. Let's switch maps. Pretty soon we'll be off the bottom of the Las Vegas. So kind of switch over to the Phoenix map. That little airplane right there is us. The mouse seems to work differently in every single one of these virtual aircraft. Yeah, time to turn the strobes off. flashing in the cloud here. One thing I've found with this Vision Jet, if you get really close to the yellow range in your airspeed, the autopilot has a real hard time keeping it steady, and it just starts porpoising up and down, up and down. So we'll try taking the speed back up again a little here. Now we got it stabilized. Coming up to the turn, what I'm going to do is flying GPS down to this waypoint, Zamab, and then I'm going to switch over and try to capture the ILS-21. See if this thing will work and actually trap the approach. Okay, the ATIS is 125.8, which is what we should have in there. 125.8. So we'll switch over to listen to see what the ATIS
Flagstaff Pulliam Information Foxtrot. 100 Zulu weather. Wind shear alert. Wind 190 at 11 variable 170 to 220 gust 18, visibility more than 10. Sky conditions 2100 scattered, 4100 scattered, 6100 broken, temperature 14, dew point 12. Altimeter 3018. Arriving runway 21, departing runway 21. Advise on initial contact you have Foxtrot.
Okay, we got Foxtrot. Let's see. $34.55. So let's go over to
Flagstaff Pulliam Information Foxtrot. 100 Zulu weather. Wind shear alert. Wind 190 at 11 variable 170 to 220 gust 18, visibility more than 10. Sky conditions 2100 scattered, 4100 scattered, 6100 broken, temperature 14, dew point 12. Altimeter 3018. Arriving runway 21, departing runway 21. Advise on initial contact you have Foxtrot.
Another nice thing about the scroll wheel and the mouse, you can actually put the mouse on what you want to change and then just scroll the numbers so that you don't have to keep clicking. So where are we? I think it's about getting close here. Slow things down a tad, and as we're starting to round the corner, I'm going to kick on the CDI, and we're also going to fly the approach. Right, like that. So we should have localizer, approach, and slow things down a little more as we come around here. We'll see this thing. Here's my glide slope up here. My localizer's coming in. We'll see whether or not this thing will actually do a coupled approach correctly. I think up ahead those faint lights might be the airport out. Nope, those are just plain lights. I think we got some stars out though, maybe. Slow things down some more. And so here we are out here, airport there. I'm set up for about 140 knots. Yeah, those are stars out there. And it just trapped the glide slope. Put one notch of flaps out. And we would be reporting into the tower. It's Vision Jet 734 Romeo Sierra is inbound on the ILS 21 for Flagstaff. Okay, there's 140 knots. Okay, landing lights are on, nav lights are on, strobes off because we're in the cloud. Slow down to about 120. Okay, gear coming down. All right, looks like the bases are at 97. There's the airport up ahead. Slow things down a little more. I'm going for 110. Yeah, stars are out. It's like Interstate 40 down below here. And Mount Humphreys over there. What we got for ground speed? 100. Yeah. Since it's so gusty, I'm going to keep the speed up. Normally I'd be doing about 90 knots right now, but got so much of a headwind, looks like we're just about stopped. Okay, we got gear down. Like that trim is working like crazy. And we're looking for about 7,300, we'll call it. It's a little above the minimums. Ref an 8. Stars are nice when you're under the clouds. Put the strobes back on if we can. There we go. Try to get control of this mouse. Seem to have lost our tracking on the autopilot, so I think we'll go manual since we got our airfield in sight. This is interesting. Working on visual here. Speed is about a whole bunch too much, but kind of trying to fight my way through the gusts. Well, that's interesting. Somebody turned off the lights. It'd be nice if you could just put the brakes on and not have a slithering around back and forth. Carrying that extra speed because of the gusts, I knew I was going to float quite a ways down the runway, which is exactly what happened. So we will taxi on out of here. And we'll just say Vision Jet for Romeo Sierra is clear of the active. If I was going to be switching over to ground, but I'm going to just say Tower said stick with them. Yeah, nice little windsock hanging out like crazy there. Taxi on in to the FBO. Hopefully that truck, okay, he's going to move out of my way. And keep our wing from hitting him. Oh, there's our fuel truck. Okay, we have arrived Flagstaff. Hope you all had a nice flight. Get out of here. Punch menu. Over to flight config. Go over to settings. VFR hardware or VR hardware. This is all, by the way, this is the VR X-Planes VR hangar. Sitting there tucked under this Asia World City. What is that thing? Oh, looks like a 777 or something. In here with nice company. Delta. Turn off the VR.